Hi there, Dave with Crandall Office, and today we're going to be talking about arm pads, and more specifically our Criterion arm pads that we tool right here in the USA, so buckle up. All right, so what is an arm pad? Quite simply, an arm pad is the soft component that sits on the top of an arm on an office chair to provide comfort. It also provides some looks, and obviously some of these are styled in different ways, but primarily this is going to be for comfort and it's going to be sitting on top of the arm on an office chair. All right, so why would you need to replace the arm pad on an office chair? And these are going to be wearable components that you will interact with on a daily basis. So they're going to take a lot of use and abuse from you as the user, but also, banging into desks, running into different things. They do tend to take a lot of use and abuse. You can see here's an OEM arm pad with some scratches on it. But we also see gouges and different things as they run into desks. But again, these are going to be wearable components that you interact with on a daily basis, so some wear can be expected. And when it's kind of reached the end of its life, you want to replace that arm pad. All right, so how do you find the correct arm pads for your chair? And right now we're talking about the Steelcase Criterion chair. And the arm pad that we have tooled up here is going to be the replacement for a majority of arm pads out there. There is the pivot style arm pad that's very similar to the V1 pivot style that we do not have a replacement for. But if you do have the older, what we call the half moon shaped, it's kind of a half circle, much smaller arm pad, and we'll get you some shots of that. If you have that style, you can convert to this newer, a little bit larger and softer style of arm pad, but you will need to replace the underlays underneath the arm pad as well, which we do have available if you're going to be switching from that style to this newer style. I do want to quickly mention, if you have any questions at all about the fit of your arm pad, or if you're trying to find the right arm pad, please reach out to us at our website or on our chat anywhere. Send us a couple of pictures of your chair so that we can verify whether or not our arm pads will fit your chair, or if we can help you steer you in the direction of finding the right arm pad for your chair. All right, so what are arm pads made of? Specifically, there's two primary different methods of making an arm pad that we do see. First, we'll take a look at this older style, and we see this, like I said, primarily in older chairs, but this is going to be the rubber boot over the piece of foam style. We see this in a lot of different chairs and more than one manufacturer as well. This is kind of an outdated style. These tend to get scratched up a little bit more. They're not quite as durable, not quite as soft. There's a lot of inherent downsides to this construction method, and so if we're taking a look at, this is how most of the OEMs do it now, and this is how all our arm pads are created as well. This is a pure poured polyurethane product, so it's actually a tooled mold that this plastic insert sits into, and then the polyurethane gets poured in and tooled around that. And this is going to be a much more solid foam product. It's not going to separate. It's going to be more durable. There's a lot of advantages to this. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely more durable and more comfortable. That's how we make all of our arm pads, and again, that's how all the OEMs are now making their arm pads as well. And so this is, in our opinion, a better way to do it than the old style, but you might see both. All right, so now let's take a look at our brand new arm pad that we created for the Criterion chair. And again, we tooled up these arm pads for our own internal use when remanufacturing chairs. We have remanufactured so many thousands of Criterions in our 23 years in business here. And so this is a Criterion arm pad. So we've got there's a plastic insert, and then there's the molded part around that is the polyurethane. Again, so we have everything designed, tooled, and made here right in Michigan, so including the plastic component and the actual molding of the polyurethane part of the arm pad as well. Everything is 100% made in Michigan, and like I said, it's going to have a little bit different feel. You can see how this is really a stiff feel because of this hard rubber that sits over the top. This is going to have a lot more give, and it's going to move with you. It's going to be a softer product, and it'll provide a little bit more comfort. It's also going to be a more durable product. So if you're looking to upgrade your arm pads from these older style or upgrade from the older smaller style arm pad that we'll show you pictures of, this is going to be a great replacement for you, and again, 100% made in the USA. We're really proud of that. All right, let's talk warranty and returns quick. We offer a 2-year warranty on all of our chair parts that we sell, and that includes our arm pads that we have here. So if you have any issues during that 2-year period, reach out to us and we'll get you taken care of. As for returns, we offer returns within 30 days of receiving products, but the return shipping is the responsibility of the buyer on parts. All All right, so in closing, the arm pad on your office chair is really an important component. It's going to provide not only comfort, but also some looks, especially if you're changing from that older style arm pad to the newer on this Criterion. But it's also going to provide a lot of durability, especially as we get into the newer style arm pad in the polyurethane that's a higher quality product. And there's a reason that we've taken the time to tool up and produce new arm pads for all the chairs that we remanufacture here at Crandall Office Furniture. It provides an updated, in many cases, a upgraded product to put onto the arm pad. It finishes it, it's going to create durability, and it's going to create comfort. And there's also a reason that we tooled everything up here in the US so we can get the highest quality product for you and for us when we're remanufacturing our chairs. So we hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please click the like and subscribe buttons below. And as always, if you have any questions at all about your fit of your arm pad or anything else, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at our website, crandalloffice.com, our Facebook page, or anywhere else you can reach us. We're always here to help. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. On a daily basis, running them into desks. We're talking about the Criterion and going. Just gonna change the look of the chair, not the arm pad. And then we've got, and this was clunky. and then hi there, Dave with Crandall Office, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about arm pads. So buckle up. It's going to provide a ton of comfort and adjustability to your chair. It's not going to provide any adjustability. What am I talking about? That's the actual arm.